Alright, this is the first video of many of, I guess, my little trading guide, strategy guide. Like the Game Informer, I guess, whatever you want to call it. It is what it is. Alright, so starting from the beginning, there's a lot of information, so if you get bored, I'm sorry. This is how we're going to do it. So there are many types of trading. Many ways you can trade the market. There's more than one market, and there's many different ways to trade it. And my screen here is just like a little rough copy. I'm not going based off what this says. It's just a little something to look at on the screen, so just bear with me. So first type of trading is CFD trading. It's basically like futures. It's basically like, alright, I want to buy this at this price because I think it's going to go up or down in the future, but this is the price I'm going to buy it at right now. And if it goes higher and if it's at a higher price in the future, this is what it's going to be. If it's higher, then I make money. If it's not, then I lose money. That's basically how CFD and futures go. It's almost basically the same thing. And that's going off of the stock market, commodities, which is like oil, gold, stuff like that. Like grains and rice, all that type of stuff. That's basically what CFD and futures is. You're buying something at a predetermined price. If it goes up, you make money. If it goes down, depending on whichever way you played it, that's the way it is. That's CFD trading and futures trading. And then again, futures trading, that's basically the gist of what I just said for CFD. Same thing. Then there's Forex trading. Forex is a whole different beast than the stock market. Basically, the stock market is like chump change compared to the foreign exchange market. A lot of people be like, oh yeah, the stock market is, or Forex is like, it's a scam, it's this, it's that, and it's basically because the U.S., they think they like all high and mighty with their stock market, but the stock market don't move nearly as much money as the foreign exchange market because it's basically trading the foreign, I wouldn't even say foreign, it's trading like the global market. So it'd be like the US dollar versus the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar versus the Great British pound. And it's basically matching like all of the different countries' currencies versus another country's currencies. So it ain't a scam. It's basically moving trillions of dollars a day compared to the stock market, like maybe a few billion dollars a day, whatever. And with the Forex market, it's basically like 24/5. And the stock market is, I'll get into that in a second, but basically the foreign exchange market is it's moving. Depending on the different currency pairs, it can move a lot, it can move a little bit, but the Forex market as a whole, it moves a lot. And there's different ways you can trade that, and I'll get into more into that later. Then you got the stock market, the regular stock market. Stock market is open New York time, 9 a.m. New York time, to I think about 3, I want to say. I don't know because it's different for every time zone. Like for me in California, stock market opens at 6:30 and it closes at about 1:30. And then whatever that translates to in New York. And the stock market is basically like all the stocks, ETFs, NASDAQ, the S&P 500, and then individual shares like Microsoft, Nike, Apple, Facebook, or Meta as they call it now, Tesla, all that other stuff. And that's basically what stocks is. And then you get into penny stocks. And penny stocks is technically classified as anything under $5 but you could go like as high as up to $15 for a share. So technically, GameStop did used to be a penny stock, for example. It was trading on like $4 or $5 before that whole GameStop BS happened, and volatility, all that stuff. But yeah, technically, anything under $5 is classified as a penny stock, and they trade different than regular stocks. And then you have, it's not on here, I don't have it on here, but then you have the different ways to trade it. So you have investing. Investing is a way to long-term trade. So you could buy like shares of, let's say, Carnival Cruise right now, and then you just basically hold it and sell like later in the future. And usually with investing, it involves holding for anything from a couple of days to a couple of months to a couple of years, a couple of decades, whatever. It's basically long term. Then you got penny stock trading. That usually entails trading from not even like from a couple minutes, a couple seconds, maybe to the next day, depending on how well that penny stock does. But they usually just pump and dumps, and then I'll get more into those screeners and everything you need for those. Then you have options trading. Options trading is not for the weak. They can make you a lot of money, and they can also burn you too at the same time. It's basically different strategies with those, and it goes into different things with options trading. That'd be a whole segment on its own, explaining ways you could trade options. But you could trade options on Forex, stock market, ETFs, and I think on certain penny stocks. You could also short as well, but shorting is definitely not for the weak either. That'd be a whole different segment on its own as well, but you could also short trade. And then you can also swing trade, and swing trading is, so that's another thing right there. I could put this in order for you to succeed, you can't just pick something and then go with it. You have to figure out what type of trader you are. If you a scalper or swing trader, long-term investor, because some trading styles ain't for others. Like me, I'm a scalper. Scalping basically entails you're not there for the whole move. You're just there to make a small, quick profit. You in and out the market. It could be anywhere between a couple minutes to like maybe an hour at the most, and then you out. You make your money off a small move. Do you run? Swing trading is like you ready to hold your stock or your currency for days at a time, maybe a couple weeks or months at a time. It all depends. But stuff like that, it all depends on your temperament. Are you a patient person? Do you want to make your money right then and there? It's up to you how you want to do it. And that's all I got for this one. And I'll go to the next video. If you have trouble understanding it, go back, rewind the video, whatever you need to do. Listen again. If you need to hit me up, just hit me up. Whatever you need, I got you.